Hang tight. Give me one quick second. I'm gonna fix some things on my software here. There we go. We are live on Twitch and YouTube. I hope everyone is having a great night. Let me get this stuff started on my phone and on my computer and everything. Hang on. Mr. Doze, what's up, dude? Hope everyone's having a decent night. Where are we? This is what our resets look like for the first day. It's okay, I suppose. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna give basically my whole strategy yesterday another try. Mr. Zizo, what's up, bro? Give me one quick second. I think we ought to be going for a bit of a warm-up, huh? Let's try this. How was the last season? I actually got only one result in the top 1000. It wasn't the greatest season anyway. I was doing some fails, but I did manage to get one result that was rank 999, and it was on this account. Mr. Rana, hello. That should work, right? I missed that wall breaker somehow. At least you didn't win trade like others, dude. The leaderboard was crazy last season. Actually, there were a lot of people just like not even trying to hide it. I saw a post about how one guy basically tried to like justify himself for win trading, and I thought it was hilarious. It was some guy like named Steven Rula. Something like that. This crusher mortar is deadly over here. True screenshots got him. Yeah, dude. I think he had a point in some way that like that's kind of what you have to go for if you want to be on top of the leaderboard. But I'm not trying to say that's the way it should be. I'm trying to say I can understand why he did it, you know? And even this guy, at the end of last season, like, just blatantly admitted he was in the crispy sub, and so he just admitted that in like 2 days before the end of the season that he paid for defenses. And then Dark here, he only got this result, he said, from a skip. Like, somebody hadn't attacked him. So, I think that this whole system needs reform if we want to see the best players on top. It's really just a game of luck. I honestly, that's why I say that, like, being in the top 1,000 it's a good sign. You know, any player in the top 1,000 is doing something right. Let's try the rocket loons. Paid, yeah, he is paid. The space. This one is tricky for the rocket loons. Normally there's some kind of a hook tower or something, or a crusher mortar, and I mean both are deadly to the warden, so let's try this. Can just do this, right? Ban should occur like immediately above 5800. Yeah, I mean, first you have to prove it to support that that's what they're doing. Oh, I lost my warden. This is like a time fail, isn't it? It's so close. Almost. Let's see, Fireball could have been better if it was on the CC, you're right. But I have a poison spell, so it shouldn't be too big of a deal not to get the CC right. I actually have this base saved, so I should be able to try it again in a second. I have it saved with the Crusher Mortar. I'm really just waiting for the hits to be ready, and I think they are now, so yeah, here we go. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for 2 accounts with the Root Riders, 2 accounts with the Rocket Loons, and then 2 accounts with Dragons. Yesterday I said I'd give up the Dragons, but I pressed them a bit today, so I'm giving them another chance. Not the best RC charge, is it? I'll have to make it work right. Let's try this. This base looks interesting actually, like it might be good. The rest is just up to whether I have time or not. There's probably not enough time. It's so close. Wow, that is quite literally a last second triple. Glad I got that one. Mr. Lowington, what's up, bro? That is so close, isn't it? Even the replay timer is almost 3.5 minutes long. Is 6 Super Loon better on defense than Ice Golems and Furnace? It's been working, actually. I do use both, actually. It's not that I think that one is better than the other. You know, it just depends what you're defending against, I guess. Usually when I see this style of a base, I get one fire spitter with the RC and try to funnel the roots to the town hall. But this could be tricky because after the town hall, the roots have to go where? To the other fire spitter? Because in a pretty typical approach, the root riders would go from the town hall to the monolith. That dead space just looks tricky. I think I'll just grab the town hall. That really doesn't look so bad. As long as this king pulls the poison, I think I'm in a good shape. He might not though, so I actually don't know just yet. I'm always freaked out about time with this army because I don't have a raid spell. The raid spell would be the only thing that could help me with time if all else isn't going well. But I got this one easy. Mr. Warfield, what's up, bro? 60, hey Doom, glad to see you back streaming. I did stream last night. Mr. Thumbnail Editor, brother, do you have Discord? Yeah, I'll share my user. Yeah, man, today was good. I went swimming earlier. So, the weather today was just... it was perfect for swimming. Or I guess in other words, it was just hot as heck. People use poison now on every CC. It's not furnace, so it's better to change it to rocket loons or 3 rocket loons and 2 ice golems. I still see people going without poison spells. I can show you in my... well, I don't know if I can show you from like the end of last season, but there were a lot of people that were not bringing poison spells. I was really surprised. And still tripling, of course. So, I think it's better to bring one actually. Just cut up another watermelon, yeah. Today was a watermelon day for me also. This has to be good, like more than enough. Honestly, I probably didn't need to worry about the Rico, but I got it anyway. I wish I had another wall breaker sometimes. The queen. Kinda doing some nonsense. Mr. Sigter, hey bro, big fan of your attack love from Bangladesh. Hey, I'm glad you're enjoying the streams, bro. I'm trying to give you guys the best. This is so close, isn't it? This might time fail, actually. Yeah, the queen was doing nonsense. I don't know how she didn't make it inside the base with the rest of my army, but it's okay. Where are you from? I'm from Vegas, which is in the United States. That's where I'm from. It's like 105 today, which is, I think, something like 42 Celsius. It's just too hot. This is really kind of all I wanted, was this fire spitter. But actually, since I'm close by the rage tower, I could snag that pretty easily. Or maybe not. Just trigger it is fine. Looking solid on this one. Another getting another slight break come Thursday, gonna drop down to 70s. Is that like are you like landlocked? Because if you're close by the beach, that could still be pretty humid. Yeah, the thing about the weather here in Vegas is that it's always dry. dry and hot. And so you're outside for just 5 minutes and it feels like you're scorching. Now this base I recognize because I ran it last season. This is a base where the traps are in here. Because normally you would find a NATO on this side when it's oriented where the monolith is facing the top. But when the base is oriented like this is where the traps are. Typically. Let's just go for this side. I know there's still a few bombs on this side, but it's not as bad as this side. Oh, actually, here it is. The NATO. This guy decided to be different, I guess. I'll take that. Wow. Nice Tesla, bro. I wonder if that means that they're on all the corners. The troll Teslas. It's a nice spiky ball. Grabbing the poison tower like that. Pretty lucky, I suppose. This crusher mortar is doing some serious work. I thought I got this Tesla. With the boo, I guess not. That might prove to be consequential. If the queen can't get the enemy queen. The giant should, right? Let's go for this. It's so close, but I got it. Do you go to casinos ever? I do, actually. I like them. There's a casino that's close by me called the Silver Sevens. And every time there's an NFL game, they have 77-cent beers. Which is freaking awesome, bro. In Ohio. No, always just 80 plus humidity. It's been around 90% a week. That's crazy, bro. 90% humidity. Now with the RC, I'm thinking just to grab the spitter and the spell tower. It should just take 5 invis. It might take 6 though. I'll recall. The RC ability was forced, but actually I don't mind it so much, because I got a nice funnel. I just gotta watch the RC right here. Actually, I get the feeling this was a pretty bad overgrowth. Gonna work out, I suppose. Ohio just sucks. Is that what you're saying? Isn't Ohio the state where they were making memes out of, like, I forget what it was. There was a whole big meme about Ohio, right? Which was hilarious. I've never actually been to Ohio personally, so I can't give you a formulated opinion. That 98 hurts, bro, because it's just a time fail. This is that base I time failed, actually. This is exactly that base. This base has been around for many seasons, and I'm not sure why people are still using it. Time I save a couple invis though, so my chances should be a bit better on this one, I suppose. I decided to make the mini warden invisible because my RC just died through her ability. There's no way. It was a bit of a funnel fail, wasn't it? That queen clone picking up the multi-gear, that's such a win. I don't know if I can still triple this actually, but suppose it's just up to the queen here. Wow. I probably need a better crack at this base somehow. Maybe what I can go for is something more like sending the king into here and using the queen to clear this. But it's kind of difficult when you only have one super wall breaker, right? Okay. Now here with the RC, what I'm gonna try to do is trigger the invis. It's a little tricky, but I can always just use the log launcher as a backup if that fails. I'm actually just gonna recall, because that flame spinner is just doing so much damage. It's okay. It's probably where I need the log launcher though. Wow. Nice and easy. Yeah, it's currently 10:41 p.m. for me. Not too late, but it's getting there. I usually wake up every day around like 8 a.m. So I've been awake several hours, 8 to 10 a.m. That's a 312 done, apart from a time fail, I suppose. Now this base looks interesting. Having a rage tower here and an invis tower here. But I feel like sending the RC into the town hall is the only answer. This has to be a death trap for the RC. 2 bomb towers and a gigabomb. And space afforded for the giant bombs. That's gotta be a death trap, bro. Actually, if I can trigger this rage, it would be amazing. Or even just outright destroy it. Maybe not. Let's roll with it. I think it's great I triggered the rage, actually. Are all my root riders dead? One of them is still alive. Which actually I find hilarious. That only one managed to live through that. It's a good thing I didn't send my RC into that. Another close one. I feel like I need a haste spell. Just to go a little faster, right? Like, I mean, honestly, that really is the only problem with this army, is that there's nothing to, like, make troops go forward, like a rage spell or a haste spell. This is a base where the log launcher is a good choice, isn't it? Probably send the log launcher through here. These bases today look kind of decent, don't they? They don't look like garbage bases that you normally see at the beginning of the season. What the heck is going on with this warden? Are all my root riders dead? Is that why this is happening? That's crazy. I'm gonna have to go back and see why my root riders died. It's not like I sent them through some crazy damage, I guess. Or maybe I didn't. My 8 hits yesterday were like that too, not a single rush base. You mean for day 2? That's crazy. Actually, everyone asks you the same question, do you go to casinos? Well, of course I live in Vegas. It'd be crazy if I didn't, actually. Even the people that say they don't go to casinos, I promise you that they do, every once in a while. The thing about the casinos is it's not just gambling. They have like movie theaters, nice restaurants, things like that. Like you don't have to go just to gamble. You can go just for a nice restaurant. Well, I only got 1 plus 40. Are you talking about on offense? You might want to review your strategy. I was doing a lot of fails yesterday too, but mainly with armies that I'm not typically pushing with. It's actually quite close for the RC. I just gotta watch my troops through this rage tower, since where the ice block can help the most, I think. Or maybe I'm just gonna have to overgrowth it. Yeah, let's do this. I don't know if the queen can finish this, especially with that inferno. It's gonna be so close. It's gonna be another plus 32. Just a time fail, huh? Ridiculous, bro. Minus 40? Yeah, I got some minus 40 yesterday too, I think. Yeah, check this out. It shouldn't have been this easy for people to be getting me yesterday, but they were. I think you used the overgrowth spell too late. I dropped it right when the rage tower went off. I don't know if that's too late or not. Or maybe I should cover all this with the overgrowth, not just this. I just didn't get the RC charge I wanted. I wanted at least more of this to go down. Because at this point I had used all of my invis in the RC charge and I lost the fox. And usually that's a death wish for your army. You need to save at least 1 or 2 invis. Or the fox. Plus 31. Yeah. I think it's fine if all your fails are just plus 30, plus 31, plus 32. But if you're regularly doing like 1 stars and stuff, then there's definitely some issue. 1 stars and 70% 2 stars. This has to work, right? This is looking good. It'll probably be another 312. That's what I'm thinking. Army doing good. This army is good. It's just, I think that there's a high skill ceiling, if you know what I'm trying to say. Like, you can't give this army to like a new player and expect them to be strong with it right away. And there's some armies that are like that. Like, you still have to be really careful with this army. This reminds me of a base I saw in Clan War League, but the way it worked was that there was an archer tower over here somewhere, and then Tesla's, and it managed to pull my RC like completely the wrong way. But here I don't see that same issue. Like, I don't see how I couldn't redirect the RC away. Like this. That should work, right? Just gotta watch the RC while she's on her own. Every spell placement is important too. For the invis, I would definitely say so, because a lot of people disregard the fox when they're placing their invis. They just assume that the fox will walk into the invisibility, and it doesn't always do that. Sometimes it hesitates, even if it's not locked onto a high HP target. This is just a pretty typical design of a ring base, isn't it? Just with a hook tower. This is where a log launcher could be good, but I have a feeling I'll go for troop launcher. Actually, getting the town hall is not so bad, is it? I'm gonna shoot the rocket spears. Can finish it with a log launcher, I suppose. It's close. I don't know if the log launcher will finish it, actually. gonna have to be the giant, right? To finish this. If the giant can't do it, then nothing else can, right? What a time fail, bro. It's really just time fails, right? With this army. I have a base, can you attack and tell me how it is in an FC? Actually, yes. You have to send an invite to this account. Another time fail. Send your player tag, and I'll join your clan. That's probably the best way. These fire spitters, I never see them facing this way. It's definitely unique, isn't it? We can take that. Just gotta watch this monolith, right? Wow. That enemy queen. I totally did not see that. Yo, this base might be good. I think I still got him. This looks decent. It wasn't the prettiest, especially that overgrowth, but I got him. Is this you trying to join my clan? In the clan chat? Or I mean in the... what do you call it? Stream chat? Let's try to get a 304 here. This guy from downtown Queen. Probably just gonna send the RC like this. Nice trap, bro. It's a good thing I have all this invis, I suppose. Wow. So close on time again. I'm probably gonna have to address that like today. While I'm having so many like almost time fails. But I got it. Plus 304. Thought it was a win start. Are you talking about this place? The other one? I mean, this space actually looks good, how he set up the fire spears and stuff. This is where I would prefer to have the Eternal Tome, actually. Not the Rage Gem Healing Tome. Let's check this base out here. This is, I don't know if this is you in the stream chat, buddy. You're gonna have to say something. But I'm gonna attack it, assuming it's you. for 2 time fails. And yesterday was another time fail, wasn't it? With this army. Anyway, yeah, let's be done with that. With the root riders and their time failing. What have I got here? Rocket loons. I'm thinking a fireball right here should suffice. Literally anywhere around here is good, actually. Even if it doesn't get the CC, it should. But I have a poison spell. So this is probably going to be a bit of a longer warden charge. Kind of like this, right? This should work. Okay, let's get the heroes going now. Here we go. Now this kind of a base actually for me is a little bit of a nightmare with a hoop tower. I might have to look for something like maybe with a log launcher because it's low HP. But the log launcher would have to go through the workshop. It's not the best start to the warden charge, is it? I lost a healer. I was a little close, I suppose. Just a bit. But I got him. Now, honestly, I don't know if I would have went for that if that was like a max level hook tower. I mean, a log launcher from this distance is not that reliable when you have to get something that has like almost 5,000 HP. Tower again. I did drop the furnace a little early, but it's okay. I got hit by the ricochet a couple times. Okay, let's do the heroes here this time. That's a force warden ability, actually. How's my strategy? Let's check this. Wow. I would never think to send the RC into here. But if it works... Yeah, he pressed the warden ability right as soon as the RC was like low HP. A little close, I suppose. Yeah, that healing tome with the eternal tome is what I used for the like past 3 months. It really wasn't until like the final day of the July season that I switched to Rage Gem healing tome with the warden. Let's take a look at this. He sent his RC into here, I'm guessing. Just gotta be careful right here with the queen. She is like... that's good, I suppose. Now is where I would have popped the spiky ball. That's gonna fail. Okay, let's take a look. Now obviously I have to land the fireball somewhere here, right? It'd be kind of wrong if I didn't. This might be where I need to use the ice block spell together with the warden. Maybe not, actually. That was so close. Let's make the warden walk this way, hopefully. Maybe not. Actually, it's not so bad if he goes this way. Bases are looking pretty easy. Oh, you managed to triple on this. I thought this failed, actually. At one point. It's a good RC charge, except if you had gotten the builder hut, it would be a little better. But this wasn't so bad, actually. This raid spell was good, and a position to boost the healers. Well, not bad. I thought everything died over here. Okay, let's get this going. This is probably gonna be a really long one, George. Like, really long. My goal is just to get the fireball literally anywhere in the core. Wow. That town hall is doing some damage, isn't it? Of course that happens, right? Of course. It's okay. Actually, it's not the biggest problem. It's so close. Oh man, how close is that? After losing the warden like that, I wasn't so sure. But not so bad, I suppose. Hey, he had a bunch of healers get sniped. That's what happened. I guess this time I could go for something pretty similar, actually. This is where I'm gonna have to do like an ice block kind of thing, right? Nice and easy. Bro, you attacked me unscared of Filipino bullets. Did I attack you? Is that what happened? I'm so sorry about that, bro. Where are you? Sorry for attacking you, bro. This is a base I love to see with the fireball, you know? Let's just make that invisible just in case. Oh wow, nice wall breaker. That's pretty useless, isn't it? I reckon this is gonna be like an RC swag. Actually, because minimum level for fireball at Town Hall 15, I would say it has to be I'm thinking about it actually. I'd say 21. Usually in Town Hall 15, the target for fireball, it wouldn't be like the eagle. It would be like the clan castle building, a scatter shot, and a spell tower. Something like that. That was some pretty nutty swag, wasn't it? I swagged the RC and all my rocket loons. Oh, I tagged you on my Bane account. Let me check that. I did a couple fails. Oh, you're unscared from Filipino Bloods. Wow, what are the chances of that, bro? It's only day 3, so it's not like it had been the end of the season and we're both in the top of the leaderboard, you know? Yeah, when you get your fireball up to 21, you can start practicing it with it in hard mode too. It's gonna be a bit of a long warden walk on this one. Just gotta beware the time, right? Drop the heroes here now. Wow. That's 320, isn't it? That's my first 320 actually with the rocket loons. Every day I've just done like 1 fail or 2 fails with the rocket loons. Let's take a look here. This was my fail on this account from yesterday with the rocket loons. Was this base? I think what happened here was I lost my warden in a bad way. I don't exactly recall actually. I suppose my heroes here didn't do a whole lot. They got to the town hall, but yeah, the way I lost my warden wasn't good. Bro, can you give me a Town Hall 17 base for Legends if possible? Yeah, I can actually. Just let me finish this attack first. And I'll drop a link in the stream chat. There's some bases I could share that should work for you. You know, normally I'd say something like that I want to put the fireball on the... Actually, yeah, let's go for it. If this base was fully maxed, then I would definitely be looking at the core for a fireball. I was trying to say that because it's rushed, that I could go for a simpler fireball. But I don't think it's good to think like that. What the heck, Warden? What is this Warden doing, bro? What was that nonsense? Was he following a boo? Is that what happened? I'm not sure why. Wow. That was some nonsense. Alright. And my warden's dead. I wasn't paying attention. What the heck am I doing, bro? Not my best hit, was it? Wasn't focusing properly. I can't believe I just did 320 and then I failed that easy base. Warden ditched me. I have no idea what happened. Is my attack good or do I need to change? You just need to upgrade your equipments. Like, the way you're attacking is not so bad, actually. Let me see what happened here. I don't understand this. That he followed a booger. Like, where was he going, bro? That's so ridiculous. Is this because of the sneezy? I feel like it is. Like, what was this? He was going where the sneezy went, or the booger. I've never seen that. I've literally never seen that. Please share the Legend League base. I will. Here, let me share this one. I'm gonna take a quick look at this base. This is a base where I've before in the past sent the fireball on the multi-gear, but it's a little risky. Probably gonna need the ice block spell. Gotta be careful, because I used all my invis for that. Alright. Wonderful fireball, thank you. Looks like he was following the rocket loons. There were no rocket loons, that's the thing. The Slayer, what's up, bro? Let me show you. There were literally no rocket loons. I did send like one rocket loon. Okay. Will you share the base here or later? I actually just sent it. There it is. Okay, let's take a look. Somebody needs to look at this madness and give me a good answer why this happened. So I sent 3 rocket loons here to this Tesla, and then 2 of them went here. And then all of a sudden the warden just decides to go this way. I'm not sure how. He followed the booger. One single booger. Nah, bro. That's something about that is not right. Failed on new base. It was a new base, bro, I know. But I got betrayed. Like, look at this. You can't tell me this is some kind of, you know. There was definitely some chance to recover it, I suppose, but I've never seen a warden do that, ever. Follow a booger. Like, I know he was following rocket loons, but that doesn't mean he should follow a booger after, right? Mr. Zichan, what's up, bro? Mango, try and let me check your base while I have a chance. Mr. Nawab Sahab. Yeah, this is a fresh Town Hall 17. Except you have E-Drags, bro. Get rid of these E-Drags. Level 7 E-Drags. This is clearly an E-Drag spam. The base actually looks good. Like, nothing is rushed. And you're upgrading heroes, which is really good actually. Most people tend to disregard that. Yeah, when Town Hall 17 dropped, I actually kept one builder on the Prince full time until he was fully maxed on my 6 accounts. But your base looks good, bro. If you could just pick an army other than the Electro Dragon spam, that's really the only thing. This Rage Tower has to be good, right? I'm probably gonna need actually just a couple invis, right? I used 3, but it's okay. I'm just looking how I'm gonna get the Town Hall. The Warden could probably make it, actually. Nice of the Queen to grab the Town Hall like that. She did good for me there. Nice to meet you, bro. You are very polite, thank you. Actually, I used the Root Rider army, but as you see, all my heroes aren't. Actually, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, I'm actually not familiar with the meta in terms of strategies that are good without heroes, so you'll have to forgive me on that. Yeah, it's funny because I never think now like what to do without my heroes, because anytime we get new hero levels I just upgrade them with books and use hero potions. But of course that's the privilege of being fully maxed, you know? What do I even fireball here, you know? There's no real value, if you get what I'm trying to say. I'll probably just do this bottom corner. Let's just drop it there, honestly. I can't be bothered. I'm probably gonna use the quakes now for the RC. When she throws the seeking shell. Maybe something kinda like, actually. My English is very weak. Please adjust with my English. It's okay, bro. Yeah, you don't really need to know perfect English to know how to chill. Just relax and hang out. I actually have a lot of viewers from places like Brazil, from Europe, like the non-English speaking parts. So let's see now. The only obvious place to put the fireball is somewhere here. If I can get it actually onto the multi-archer, it'll get the clan castle. So I just need to make the sweeper invisible. This is kind of a late place to drop the heroes. Actually, the warden's standing around now with no heroes, but I got this. Bro, where are you from? I am from Vegas, which is in the United States. Las Vegas. I love you, bro. I'm from Philippines. Yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying the streams, bro. You guys are amazing. Seriously. I appreciate the support. Yeah, the rocket loons are going better than yesterday, I'll say that much. My thinking with the fireball is either on the poison tower or on the multi-inferno. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I was late to the earthquakes. Wow. And of course the hook tower. It's all good, isn't it? I might fail this actually, but it's okay. I don't know what I was thinking. I guess I was just being slow. Yeah, I'm cooked. It's hilarious how bad this was. Can I join your clan? The hook tower is the biggest weakness in this attack, I agree. Can I join your clan? Bro, we are full. If you join, it would only be for like a few friendly challenges, and that's it. But as far as like staying as a member, we're like really full. That's terrible, bro. I thought the warden was gonna go south. Right here, I wasn't sure whether to put the earthquake on top of the clan castle or not, because I had already put poison on top of it. And by the time I decided, it was too late. That's a bummer, bro. Dang, I really want to join. I'm sorry, bro. There's a lot of good clans out there. I get this feeling to put the fireball on the monolith. I'm just trying to think of how much invisible that'll take me. Okay, let's drop the king here. There's definitely something wrong about that. I feel like that my healers had gotten burnt up or something. Or sniped by black air bombs. I feel like the warden should have been able to live through that. But it's okay. It's finished. If you are full, can you send them my way? I have a champs 2 clan. Yeah. Yeah, the how full we are is like between 3 clans. I'll show you. In other words, we're just not recruiting. It's this clan too that we regularly compete in. And if people's accounts are not in the clan, then they're all doing friendly wars or friendly challenges and stuff. I feel like this rage tower is the only way to go. I'm just gonna get the warden to snipe the multi-mortar here. Or the burst mortar, whatever it's called. And then launch the fireball after. This has to work, right? It's just a question now where I send the heroes after. I made my healers invisible because I did not want the fire mites from the enemy furnace. Of course, one gets onto my... Wow. What a bad luck, bro. It only takes one fire mite to kill, like, all the healers. And see, they're all dead. I don't know what I'm doing, bro. I would actually go as far to say that these fire mites can be a bigger weakness for this army than the Hope Tower, because sometimes you can't control when the fire mites are gonna go after your healers or not. It's not so good, is it? After 292, I might have to change the strategy in some small ways, at least, or just practice, I guess. Now this is the dragons. This is where I can really mess up, because this RC, when she has the haze file, she like barely has any HP. Probably gonna send the RC where she can grab these sweepers somehow. That's the swag is what that is, actually. But it's all good. Oh, I have a Yeti. That's definitely not meant to be there. I think I put that there for a war hit yesterday. Think that's good with a swag invis from the RC church. Why you giving me timeout? I haven't touched anything, bro. I didn't give anybody a timeout. It may have been like the auto mod. if you know what I'm saying. Did you try Super Hogs? Kind of a strong strat now. I actually was using Super Hogs at one point, but the one base that they struggle against the most is the one that has the Rage Invis core. And I feel like half of everyone is using that in Legends. I like the Super Hogs actually. I don't think they're bad, I just think that they can be countered with that kind of base. I might revisit them, now that you mention it actually. Now with the RC here, I'm thinking to go after this hook tower. This hook tower is like similar to the air sweeper in terms of how deadly it is for the dragons. I'm just gonna grab this monolith and then be done with this RC charge. Please do root rider attacks, please. I do 2 accounts with root riders. That's what I do. Do you know any clans that are level 5 out of 16? I mean like between 5 and 16? There's a lot of those. If things don't go well with the dragons over the next few days, I'll probably be getting rid of the dragons in exchange for root riders. Now a base like this for the dragons can be really tricky actually, if the RC never makes it to the town hall. This is a base where I wish I could phone a professional. Like, what do you call it? Like, if you want to be a millionaire. There's a guy in my clan that's really good with his army. I just have to pray the RC can get the town hall. If she doesn't, then... But she does. Which is good for me, I suppose. I just... wasn't expecting that kind of a thing from the redirect. This could get really ugly, because my king is dead now. And I missed the ore. I'm not sure I'll get this one, guys. Unfortunately. Like, at best, it's a time fail. This is what I'm saying about the dragons, is that these kind of ring bases can be really tricky for them, even if you have an RC charge good enough to get the town hall. Army switch, I did do... What I'm doing is I'm going for 3 different armies with 2 accounts each. That's what I'm doing. On Havoc and Bane, I went for Root Riders, and then on Chaos and Rage, I went for Warden Charge Rocket Loons, and then Doom and Fear have dragons. That's what's happening. But honestly, I'm considering getting rid of the dragons, because they're underperforming. And it's probably a skill issue, honestly. Do you know how to get gems fast? I would say clan games is a good way to get gems fast. And if you have the gold pass, you could sell all this for extra gems. Or if you want to sell your league medals for gems, what you would do is you would buy resource potions, because these sell for 5 or 10 gems each. And so if you buy a resource potion for just 5 league medals, then yeah. Oh, RC. She's kind of trying to throw, isn't she? Can just let her go at this point. How to release so many troops at once? I'm using multiple fingers. That's what I'm doing. Like, I'm using 3 fingers on my iPad. It helps if you have an iPad, right? Just gotta be careful with the sweeper. A base like this for dragons can be tricky. This is kind of like the one I just failed, actually, in a way. There's no obvious way to get the town hall. I still think the right idea here is to grab the fire spitter with the RC. Oh, the RC's gonna get the tunnel. I'll take that, honestly. Yeah, that should work, right? Just where to put the king, I think here is best, actually. I would normally say that this would not be the best place for the king, but I don't want to send him where there's the monolith. Wow. This is gonna be close on time. Just as long as the prince can get like the Rico and the multi-archer. This is still gonna be pretty close on time, I think. Yeah, bummer. This is what I'm saying about the dragons. I don't think what I'm doing is anything too horrible. It's just that they don't perform as well as Root Riders. Not for me, at least. Let's try this. My goal with the RC here is to get her to go where there's the multi-inferno and the sweeper. Into there, kind of. I'm definitely gonna need a redirect. Just like that. Of course. Anyway, I won't act like this is a good RC charge because it's really not. It's okay. This Yeti probably could have helped me, but I might get this, but I don't feel good about how I got it. The RC charge wasn't good. And then in the last attack, I think I did a good RC charge, but I failed that. So, having that kind of inconsistency is just not something that I'm a fan of. You're about to play Clash of Clans too? Are you talking about like school? It's a funny way to call school. Wow, this is so close. It's really just up to this dragon. Yeah, I'm gonna fail. This is probably where I'm gonna call it good with the dragons. I'm sick of failing like this. Let's delete this and then... What is that, 3 fails in a row? Almost, but still not good. Know the game, Clash of Clans? Oh, I forgot to change the magic mirror. This is not the best RC charge, but I'll take my losses. This should work still. Yeah, this is where I needed the mirror, isn't it? Because the giant arrow was such a waste. If I triple this, it's because of all these troops that are still alive, but I'm honestly gonna call it on that one. That might triple though. I'm not so sure. Yeah, that does triple. It takes another 30 seconds to triple, but this war we found is going to be our 3rd draw in a row. And for these guys, it'll be their 4th. which is really kind of a bummer. I think they really need to change the format of the wars, because it's too easy to build a crazy win streak. Now you really just need like a 60% hit rate amongst all your players, which is too easy to get these days. They should make it so that you can at least choose to have hard mode wars, or a format like one attack each, something like that. This is where I'm going to use the log launcher. I'm not sure how that happened, how the RC decided that it was okay to go for the... Actually, let's go for a troop launcher. I'm okay with a troop launcher here. Oh, I can hear my cat crying. If you guys hear that, then I apologize, but it's okay. My cat is just the kind that begs for attention everywhere, all the time. This funnel wasn't great. The king was meant to make so that the root riders don't go around the base like this. That's essentially what that is. We do 20v20 wars with 15 Town Hall 17. We get match versus Masters clans. Yeah, I think there's too many of us trying to go for this kind of thing. Hi, George. Yeah, there's like 45 of us, 40 of us. This is gonna time fail, I think. Oh, it's so close. It's okay. It's not great that I did this many fails today on this account. But at least I know for sure I'm gonna do away with the dragons, because yesterday wasn't good for dragons either. George, hi. Come here, George. Let's try that again. Wow. You're telling me this entry was predicted? Because that was like 1, 2, I guess that was just 3 giant bombs, right? This is where I'm going to use the ice block. Another bad attack. Well, $45 gives you too many draws, and a draw is basically a loss. You're right. Let me show you. We have another clan that we don't do this with the wars. We go for like trying to manipulate the war weight, where there's only a few Town Hall 17s. And this is what we get. You can already tell this is much better. And obviously the streak is much higher. There's really nothing you can do about wars being like this. I have a feeling that they really just want it to be easy like this, and they don't care about what we think. These decorations are crazy, bro. Like, there does not need to be this many decorations. Wow. Probably just gonna have to recall soon. This has to work, right? I just need... Okay, I got it. I was gonna say something about this wizard tower, but those giants got it. Mr. Dream, what's up, bro? Supercell said players play and spend more when they can triple often, I suppose. It makes sense, but it's also frustrating to be getting draws. You would not believe some of the nonsense I have seen that has tripled from other players, and it's really frustrating. This is kind of where I wish I had a giant arrow. It's a base like this. It's probably better to just go for a log launcher, right? Let's just do that. I never go from the side, so I'm gonna be honest, I don't know exactly what kind of issues I could run into from this side. I thought this could work because of the fire spitters. This looks like it's working fine though. It's a little close, but all good now, is it? And subscriber number 230, bro. I appreciate that. Seriously, everybody that's subscribing and following, I appreciate it. No, I know this is a big question, but can you join my clan? I'm the leader of my own clan, so I can't really be leaving my own clan. Okay, let's try to get this right. This is a base that can be tricky, especially the Rage Crusher mortar. Except it's not max level, so it shouldn't be too big of an issue. But I've seen a Rage Crusher mortar do some serious damage on this army. Just gotta be careful. just go for a redirect here. I managed to pull both poison towers, so this should be easy at this point now. Wow. Look at this king, bro. Following skeletons. Just being the most nonsense king ever. I'm gonna have some problem with the funnel over here, aren't I? George, what are you doing, bro? My cat is causing some issues. He likes to do that. User more, you're an amazing player, an amazing guy. Thank you so much, bro. Seriously, I really appreciate that. I'll be doing some videos, so that should help a bit with the subscriber count. Videos will be coming about how our clan war leagues will be going, and of course legends and stuff. Hi, George. George, I know you want attention, but I'm a little busy. Now I can't send the RC into here because of this hook tower. I suppose maybe I could, but I'm not gonna do it. I'd rather just send the RC on this side. I think here's a good place to just recall. Should be good enough. If there's any way the spiky ball can trigger the invis, actually it looks like it's about to. Because of this, I'll take that. thinking here with the RC to start on this corner. I get this feeling she'll make it all the way to the poison tower actually, which should be good for me. I just need the king to clear this fast enough so that my root riders don't go outside over here. Might even be good to grab this fire spitter. Now this is what I'm saying about the king. He needs to be kind of quick over here. Is a nice spiky ball. Grabbing the spell tower like that. I still get this feeling that the king didn't do his job quickly enough. But it looks all good. Is this gonna time fail? And I have swag spells. It's just I need to get to this in time. Isn't that hilarious, bro? That is so hilarious to time fail like that. It's okay. I guess I got greedy with the RC charge. Taking so much time. Yeah, see, this is a base actually that would be really difficult for the hogs. And it's so common. That's the problem. If it was like half as common, then I'd consider using the hogs. But because I see this base so often, like almost every day. This is where I have to use the log launcher. think I got this. It's a little close, and it's not exactly fun to hit this base without the Eternal Tome, because the Eternal Tome gives the troops the protection that they need to make it all through here alive, through the core. So that's where you need to control it with the freeze or maybe an extra invis. But as long as you have some plan to trigger the invis somehow, it's usually pretty easy to triple this base. One more hit, and that's my Legends finish today. Not the best day, but I mean, with a bunch of armies I'm not used to, it's okay. I'm thinking I'm probably gonna get rid of the dragons for good. Now, normally I see a king there, so it's a bit interesting to see the enemy queen there. I think that's good enough, isn't it? I wish I had a skeleton, but I think I'll live without it, honestly. Bro, do you have a girlfriend? No, I'm single. Ideal, what's up, bro? It's good to see you here, man. This could get dicey, right? The giant's gonna have to do the heavy lifting. I think I got it though. That was my last hit, guys. Why not use Earthquake Boots on the king? Actually, I don't think that the Earthquake Boots is a bad option. I just think that on bases where you really only need the king to just walk around the outside, that's where he works best. On this attack, you could argue that the Earthquake Boots is a little better because the way I used my king was that he went in here. But the way that it typically is supposed to go is that the king just walks around the outside and goes all the way around, typically. And the snake bracelets provide a nice distraction, actually. This army has a lot of strength from like the distraction that some things provide, like the troop launcher and the boogers. And a lot of people even run the sneezy here and then the frosty here, so that they have the extra distraction from the frost mites. So I would say if you were to copy this army that I'm using, that you could try it with the earthquake boots. I don't think it's a bad option. You are very charming, bro. I don't think you are single, bro. I'm single, I promise you. Okay, if anyone in the chat has any bases that they want me to hit, or like give you an idea how to attack, I don't mind inviting some people over for friendly challenges. There's 21 people watching between both Twitch and YouTube, so other than that, I'm about to call it good. Where are we at here? We're 939 on this account, and I did some fails, so definitely missed some chance. Are these supposed to be good people attacking me? This is Fuching, isn't it? Yeah, Beishi is in here. How old are you? I'm 25. Anyway, if you guys want to continue watching some content, there's a guy in my clan that's on YouTube as well, and his name is Pravi. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna give him a bit of a shout out in the stream chat. Other than that, I think I'm about to call it, because Legends is finished and it's just a matter of waiting defenses. I'll be live again tomorrow in 20 hours at the time of the next reset. So to those of